Hi guys, CC here, back again with another video on Monster Super League. So we just received a maintenance from Monster Super League. A very small update. I wouldn't even call this an update, it's more like a maintenance for this month's exotic events. So for this video, I'm gonna go over the maintenance patch notes, and in the end of the video, I'm gonna just go over a quick review on this month's exotic monster. Jack, and also the event dungeon monster Chloe. Quickly go over them because the new elements that they introduced this maintenance, it's the new elements of their counterparts is not very good, so I'm gonna just quickly go over them and not make another extra video talking about them exclusively. So let's start with the maintenance patch notes. First, they say they have improvements on the freezing issue on the loading screen. And second of all, they say they have the bugs fixed for the Fire Draco 5-star. Passive skill puncher is not activated when he has shield, and that is fixed. I don't know, is the Fire Draco bug actually fixed? I haven't tried out my Fire Draco yet, maybe some of you will test it out. But the improvement on the freezing issue on the loading screen, I still have a problem on that, and after I updated the game, when I joined the Titan, like I only into the game for 10 to 20 minutes, and the freezing issue already appeared, so it didn't fix for me, so I don't know how much improvement that affect to older user. I might have to send in an error ticket once again so they can improve on that. Okay, anyway, let's go over this month's maintenance patch notes. It's a small update. It's mostly introduced the exotic monster. So first, they introduced Chloe and Jack. There are new elements for Chloe and Jack. For Chloe, water and wood, 4-star water and wood Chloe is added. And for Jack, she has a 4-star fire and a 3-star water and wood is added into the Astral Guide. And for this month's Capture Festival, it will be Jack once again. Jack for the Capture Festival monster. Sadly, it's nothing new this month's Capture Festival. They are reusing her once again for the 3rd year. They really need to add a new. They should have added a new one this year. I feel like it's like she's not a bad monster, but she's more like a beginner monster that for the end game player is not new contents or anything. So okay, anyway, let's go over pre-festival starting from October 11th to October 13th. It's already started. And the actual Capture Festival period is from the 13th to the 29th. And the finale to pull our tickets will be from the 29th to the 31st. I'll put a schedule in the description box below for this video. And just in case you don't want to go onto their Facebook to check out this maintenance, I'll put the schedules below in the description box. So let's see. The 4-star fire, the 3-star water and wood Jack will be spawned in adventure mode during festival. 4-star fire Jack is her counter rate is the same as legendary Astral Mount rate, and the 3-star water and wood Jack is the double of super rare Astral Mount rate, and they all spawn in normal, hard, and extreme. It just depending. The 4-star has a higher. It's more rare than Jack than the water and wood version. So for this month, the way to get how you get Dark Jack is through the exotic fusion. You need to 2 copy of Evil 2 Light Jack to get a Evil 1 Dark Jack. Then this will cost 300k gold. And how do you get Light Jack this time around? It's really special. It's not difficult, but it's kind of time consuming. The only way to get Light Jack for this time around is through buying her Soulstone in the first slot of Shady shop at a certain rate. So in the first slots, you can purchase her Soulstone, and then this is gonna take a while. If you don't want to do the refresh, because since she's a 4-star, so she needs 50 Soulstone. So in order to get 2 copy of Light Jack, you need to get 100 Soulstone by simply wait and buy her Soulstone in the first slot. Otherwise, you can buy her through the Trick or Treat package, the 990 Astrogen Light Jack. Then you'll receive 1 Light Jack each purchase. If I were me, because I don't need her anymore, I would try to wait to the end of the month to see how many Soulstone you can get from your regular playthrough through Shady shop. Otherwise, if you are really a beginner, maybe you can just buy 1. Okay. If you needed her. Then there's the seasonal event that they offer a variant Jack-O-Lyn and variant Chloe that you can purchase through Crystal. Variant Jack, her leader skill is not very good, so I wouldn't even purchase this. Variant Chloe, her leader skill is critical damage, so it's actually pretty good. But it's actually more useful only on the Dark Chloe, so if you don't have a Dark Chloe, then Light Chloe doesn't really need that variant. It's mostly for the look. Okay, let's take a look. What else? Okay, so for this month's event dungeon, aka the Lupin dungeon, will be Chloe, and in the Lupin dungeon you can get 4-star fire, water, wood, and light soulstone. We are unsure how much soulstone we can get through the Lupin dungeon yet, but if they offer enough soulstone to at least Evil 3 1 Chloe, then Light Chloe is probably the best option as a free-to-play player, because they are only offering Dark Chloe as a pay package, $27. Okay, so Light Chloe is probably the best option out of the free option. So that's that. Event dungeon will be from the October 12th to the October 19th, and this will be the local time. If you are familiar with the event dungeon, you get the clues daily, 15 clues. From playing story mode, and once you get the 15 clues, you can enter 3 times, using 5 clues per each time to the Lupin dungeon, and then in the result you will get soulstone. Depending how much damage you hit the Lupin, the more you hit, if you can hit 5 million damage or more, then you can get the maximum payout of her soulstone. And so that's pretty much it for this maintenance patch note. Let's go over Jack skill. Let's start with the old original Light and Dark Jack. Like I mentioned before, she is mostly a beginner monster, because for the endgame user, they are more stronger monster. Okay, she's a light attacker. She's actually pretty good. Like critical hits have 100% chance to restore skill point 30%, and she has a hunter skill for critical hit damage by 50%. Stat wise, she's actually pretty decent, but you know it's a choice monster. It's not something like an in-game meta user will use, but she's still a decent light attacker. And here is Dark Jack. Dark Jack, her 3rd skill is attack restore allies HP by 5% of own max HP and 50% stat for 2 turns. When she was first time around, she was a really good monster for Golem Dungeon 10, GB 10. Because she can heal and 50% stat, but she kind of like fall off because there are better option now. So she's really like a very beginner GB 10 monster. If you have no option, then you can try to build her to do GB 10. They both have Jack has books already. So that I bring out my old Jack from the previous year. There is a small boost in the Dark Jack, plus 5 effective, and then plus 10% on the sap. So now if she is fully booked, she'll have 10% and a 60% 2-turn sap. Still not a big improvement, so it's really a beginner monster for doing GB10 if you don't have any other option. And Light Jack is pretty much a damage boost. Her 3-star skill now raised to 40%. Restore a skill point, which is much better, and a 60% critical hit damage. So she's actually a very powerful monster, and in the light attacker category, so something new beginner can build in. And okay, let's take a look at the new elements for the Jack, the RGB Jack. So for the Fire Jack, she has a 60% defense down on her 3-star skill and her 5-star skill is 60% chance to get attack down for 2 turns. Her stats 33k HP, 2300 attack, 2000 defense. So she's mostly a Titan monster. Compared to like a Neza, Fire Neza is a very good Wood Titan. Debuffer, she has 17%. Let's see, compare the stats. 38, 23, 18. So stat wise, she is actually have better stats in HP and defense. So she's actually a decent debuff for the Wood Titan. Unfortunately, without booking, she's only 60% on both of her skill. But because she's gonna get booked, so if they raise her to like 80%, she is actually pretty good. She's a very good counterpart to Fire Neza, and then because you can get a 3-star version to get her to Evil 3, so she is something that people can choose to much easier than Evil 3 or Fire Neza. Yeah, she's probably the best introduced out of all her new elements. So let's take a look at the water. Now water is a defender. For 3 stars, she actually has a very high defense. not very high HP though, but she has a pretty high defense. I'll give her that. But Seal, 70% Seal, taunts, and 80% taunt for 1 turn. She's mostly a very beginner PvP monster. Oh, her variant is very cute. Oh my god. Her variant is very cute. Oh, that's a very good color combination. Jack-O-Leader skill is not very good. Increase allies red soul recovered by 25 is not a very desirable leader skill, but just because her this look is very good for. Oh my god, this is so cute. Okay, let's move on. Wood. She's a beginner PvP defense monster. That's all I'm gonna talk about her. And the Wood Jack is an attacker with a 3-star predator, increased damage dealt by 30% and 70% sap for 2 turns. She is not. This skill combination is not very good because I don't know where she can be used. Maybe in Water Colossus, but then because she, I don't know. she's not very good. I don't think, because of her skill combination, and her stat is just kind of low. She wouldn't. I don't think she would survive in Water Colossus very good. And 70% sap. Let me see where she can use. Maybe in the water dungeon. Yeah, it's something monster that can be replaced in the end. But also her variant color is also very cute too. this fall color. Okay, let's move on to the Chloe. So for the new Chloe, they have the RGB Chloe version. Well, the fire was already in the game before. Fire Chloe, she has a 50% chance to restore 50% of her own HP, and her 5-star skill is the restore allies HP equal to 10% of her own max HP, and then she's a tank. So her HP stats actually pretty good, 39k, and then defense decent, 22,300 defense. She is actually a very cool monster. Very long time ago, I faced one PvP defense person who uses her. Since she is very luck based, very orange based, because 50% to her restore 50% on HP. If you get really lucky, she can just keep healing. I faced one person use her before, so she is really like a troll monster. Sometimes if you don't one-shot her, she just can keep healing and healing and healing, and eventually kill you in the end. Maybe not a threat to a high PvP defense team, but for the beginner defense might be something may bring other people difficult when trying to defeat her. So she's actually a fun monster. Fire Chloe. And let's take a look at Water Chloe. Water Chloe is a defender. Stat wise, not very good. Her defense is actually like mediocre, but her HP, okay, it's a little bit higher. She has petrification 100% for 1 turn and a 60% stab. This combination is very awkward, so she's mostly for food, for the fire, and I mean not fire. Fire if you really want to build one, mostly for the light Chloe and the dark Chloe. Okay. And let's look at the wood. Wood is an attacker with 22k HP, 2700 attack, 1800 defense, very low HP, very low defense, not super OP attacks, and her skill is very awkward as well, because her 3-star skill is increased critical hit rate by 30%, but her 5-star skill is critical hit damage by 30%. This skill combination is awkward because first stalker is increase your critical hit rate. That means you don't have to make your critical hit rate by to 100%, but then hunter, you want as much highest crit rate for your monster, so when you're activating 5-star, you are not activating 3-star. That means the 3-star skill is pretty much wasted when you can't get her into 100% crit rate. So her stat wise is not very good, not very OP with attacker. So mostly if you really want to build her, it's mostly for her look, and then they are much more better with attacker in the option, like Banshee. Banshee. Banshee, so good. Okay. Let's move on to light Chloe. Honestly, the Chloe are mostly trophy monster except Dark. She has really cute animation, and then she has a very good character design, so she is mostly a trophy monster other than Dark. That's my conclusion for all the Chloe. Okay. But light is probably the most useful out of the free option. Light Chloe is a defender with 30k HP, very good HP. 22,200 attack and 3,300 defense. Her skill is 30% chance to restore 100% of her skill points. And then with shock, 5-star skill is 70% for 1 turn. Chloe this time around actually get booked, so if she can get to like 50% chance to restore her 100% skill point, and maybe to like 80% to turn, she might be actually pretty good. So yeah. Okay, lastly, let's take a look at the Dark Chloe. She's a pay option. She's a pay package. You have to buy her through money. Otherwise, if you are lucky like me, can get her last year through estrogen, then you are in luck. Dark Chloe is a balanced monster. Here are her stats. She has a 70% for 2-turn attack down, and her 5-star skill is a courageous strike. She's a dark courageous striker with attack down, so she's a very good monster because attack down is always very thought after, and then courageous strike, of course. It's a no-brainer. Courageous strike, dark courageous striker is always good. But she's a pay option. I cannot give you opinion if whether or not that she is worth the $27. Because it's up to you if you're willing to spend money on game or not. And I'm going to comment on how much you should spend on the game. But otherwise, let's take a look, because I have a Dark Chloe and I already know that she'll get book. Her book is actually very good, because she will get a bonus of plus 30% on her attack down, bringing her attack down to 100% for 2 turns. And then 100 attack down is it's just more thought after in Titan. And honestly, if I had to say, she is like the opposite of Dark Thor. Dark Thor give defense down and then she give attack down, so she is a very good combination with Dark Thor, without bringing an extra monster to supply that attack down. And of course, she's not a game breaking Titan monster, so again, it's up to you if you're willing to spend money to get her. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it for the Chloe and Jack-O-Lyn for this month's exotic and Lupin dungeon. That's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoy. If you like this video, give a like, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you can subscribe to my channel for more Monster Super League contents. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye!